Today we've got something really fun to work on, and the best part about it is I had no idea this was even a thing. You see, a really close friend of mine decided to send me a code through text, and they told me to put it into Pokemon Go, and when I did, I received this special partner research called Don Quijote. I want to say that's what it is. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't actually know how to say the last part here, and I didn't even know that this was a thing. Like, I'm usually pretty on top of these partner researches and stuff, but I had no idea this was a thing. And I've also taken the liberty to Google search exactly what this is, and apparently it's basically like a Japanese multinational discount store chain. As of 2020, it has over 160 locations throughout Japan, 16 in Singapore, 9 in Hong Kong, yada yada yada. But I will say, this little penguin dude right here is definitely familiar to me. In fact, I did see this guy in Osaka. So it's funny to think that I was right next to this partner research and I had no idea. So huge shout out to my buddy for that, I really do appreciate it. And what we gotta do is make 20 curveball throws, catch 30 Pokemon, and then send 5 gifts and add a sticker to each of them. And I have absolutely no idea what encounters we're gonna be getting from this partner research. Usually I've seen the image ahead of time, but I have not seen the image for this one, so I'm curious to see what this one will give. Hopefully some rare stuff. But with that being said, let's do it. And I'm thinking when it comes down to just catching the Pokemon, I'm just gonna go through my stack here and see what we got. We should have a lot of like Go Fest stuff, and apparently World stuff too, so that's exciting. If anything else cool shows up in here, I'll catch it in front of you. Next up, we've got ourselves a Pansear. Now this would be super rare, because obviously this is like the European regional, but we did have this for an event once where it was everywhere. So having one from Florida isn't gonna be super rare like it would have been before that event. Next up for the interesting spawns, we got a Clink here, which is neat. I mean, you normally only get to get these out of raids, not off of researches, but I think this might be from New York. Could be wrong, but I do believe this is a New York spawn. And it looks like spawn number 30 is gonna be the Satchel Dactyl. That's pretty cool. And this will be my first one that'll have a Florida tag on it. For those of you that are wondering when you're gonna get your hands on it because you didn't go to like the, in-person ones for it, this probably will come out next year. Seeing that this year for Global Go Fest, we're actually getting the Snorlax with the hat, which was only for in-person people last year. I could see them doing this thing where you kind of get it ahead of time, like a whole year early, and then the next year they'll make sure it's a worldwide thing. But let's see how good an 1181 was. This is, wow, the Walmart hundo, of course. And just like that, page 1 is done. Let's claim the lucky egg. We're also gonna get 20 raspberries and 20 pineapple berries. Eventually I'll be able to claim them, there we go. And for the final rewards, we're gonna get an incense, which is always great. We're gonna get our hands on 500 XP and our first encounter. No idea what this is gonna be, but it is a Bagon. Okay, 477, no idea if that's good or not, but it does have a Mega, so if I were to get a hundo, that'd be pretty cool. Though I already have a Shadow hundo of this and a normal hundo, so in the end of the day, this one's pretty alright. Now let's take a look at it. It is, yeah, a 12, 12, 14. And for the next page, we have to use 20 berries to help catch a Pokemon, catch 12 different species of Pokemon, and then explore 5 whole kilometers. Obviously, that last one's gonna take a little bit, but for the rest of it's gonna be pretty easy, because currently we have no event, so there's just gonna be a whole lot of just different things everywhere. You know what I'm thinking? Let's pop the daily incense, might as well, right? Because, I mean, we will get a whole bunch of different things because of this, plus the potential of a Galarian bird, and it's been a little bit since I've actually caught one of those things, so maybe we'll get lucky, but we'll see what the first spawn is before I go anywhere. Oh, it's gonna be a Leddyba, which I don't already have for this little collection thing. Well, this isn't from the daily, but it's definitely a 100% real. There's no way this isn't a shiny Furfrou for sure. The daily incense was okay, but didn't get us anything crazy, but we did just bring down a primal Groudon. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get some good energy, maybe we'll get a shiny here. This one did take a while though, and we got 70 energy, that's not so bad. And honestly, I have a Schlundo of both the Kyogre and the Groudon, but it would be cool to get a shiny here, so it's not yellow and it's definitely not a hundo. I believe we want 2351 for the non-weather boosted, and then you want, I want to say 2739. No, wait, no, that's Rayquaza. Maybe it's like 2939, I want to say. Either way, don't quite remember, but this is definitely not the hundo anyways. And here's a primal Kyogre, because why not? Are you gonna be good? It's not shiny, and it's definitely not good. Wow, 2351, again, this is the 2260. This is bad. And now page 2 is done. Let's claim all of this stuff, including the dust. We're gonna get some revives, and of course, some hyper potions. Actually, no, I think these are max potions. And for the final rewards, we get a Poffin. Love getting Poffins. I use them all the time. We get 500 XP, and another encounter with a, ooh, okay, a Alolan Vulpix. Sadly, not a shiny one. This is a boosted shiny, but whatever. It is what it is. All things considered, it's a very common shiny because it's been in a lot of events, so it's not like I desperately needed it. But admittedly, from these partner researchers, I've never gotten a shiny, so that one would have been cool. And, oh wow, it's actually decent too. And now we have to power up a Pokemon 5 times, defeat 5 Team Go Rocket members, and earn 2 candies while walking with your buddy. I'm almost done with Furfrou here, just need to get 2 more hearts. But then after that, we're switching to Ramen. As for powering up a Pokemon 5 times, we're gonna do my hundo Nihilego here. This thing's actually pretty good, specifically as a poison type attacker. As a rock type attacker, it's all right, but let's power it up just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6 just to be safe, so there we go. Boom, we've achieved that step. Now we just gotta find some rockets and get some candies. You know, I just realized that I actually have 2 Hundo Nihilegos, which is very interesting. I guess I powered this one up to level 40 a little bit ago, but we got this one from, I believe, a remote raid when I was in Singapore. And then I got this one, I guess, when the Shiny came out, so it's cool that we have 2 Hundos, but I thought I only had 1 of them. You know what? Why not? Let's max this one all the way out because we have more than enough XLs, but we do actually want to have one of these maxed out, and I might even choose to do the second one sometime soon. As a poison type attacker, it's great, though admittedly, you don't want Gunk Shot. You want to have, I believe it's Sludge Bomb or Sludge Wave or something like that. Let's see what happens when we, yeah, of course we get Power Gem. You don't want that one. If you're trying to use it for PvP, Rock Slide is good. That's a good rock type move, but Gunk Shot is just a little too much. Keep trying. Nope, of course, it's just gonna go back and forth, isn't it? Let's just try one more time in front of you guys. Well, there's Rock Slide. Why not? We'll give it a second move as well. Maybe this one will give me the poison move I want. Nope, it won't. Come on. At least now we only have 2 moves. There we go, Sludge Bomb. Okay, finally. But this is the optimum move set if you want to do PvP or for raids. Poison Jab, Rock Slide, and Sludge Bomb. And funnily enough, Poison Jab is somewhat of a recent addition to this guy's move set. It used to only have like Tackle and something else. No, it was Pound. It used to have Pound, which is just awful. But anyways, now that we've maxed this out, back to the present. This rocket was a Shadow Meowth. That means it could be a shiny Shadow Meowth, which would be pretty cool. So it is not, unfortunately, but it was still a possibility. I believe that these are about a 1 in 64 odd rate, just like the leader. So if you ever see the normal rocket and the Meowth, you have a chance of a shiny Shadow. Brought down another Groudon. Thank you, Princess, for the invite. And it's not shiny, and it's a 2289. And shiny cast form from the incense. I'm down with it. It's cool. It's our first real shiny of the video. I mean, if you think about it. Obviously, that Furfrou doesn't count. It was a Zorua, not even a shiny one, because they can't be shiny yet. But on a side note, I cannot wait for that shiny, because that is going to be an amazing shiny. Let's take a look at this guy. He is it's fine, 11-3-12. We have now defeated the final rocket, and it is time to claim these rewards. 20 Great Balls, 20 Ultra Balls, and 2 Golden Raspberries. And for the final rewards, we get an Egg Incubator. We're also gonna get our hands on 500 more XP. Cool. And here's another encounter, and it's gonna be a Torkoal. That is cool. I've actually never encountered a Torkoal like this. In Florida, I should say. I actually did in Chicago during, I think it was the 2018 Go Fest is where they released that one. So here we go. We'll catch this real quick if it lets us do that. So boom, we got an 890. I have no idea if that's good or not because we've never had these from researchers before. We have had them in eggs though, but eggs I believe are like level 20 and then these researchers are level 15. So for fun, an 890 is pretty good. Oh my goodness, 15, 14, 13. That's a 93. And I'm going to assume this is the final page because they're already auto-completed and that's usually what the final page does. So let's get the Squirtle stickers, the Blastoise stickers, and of course we're gonna get the Clamperl stickers. And these will be our very final rewards. We're gonna get our hands on 10,000 Stardust, probably 10,000 XP as well, and I have no idea, but maybe another regional. It's a Relicanth. Sadly not a shiny one. We got a 1065. No idea if that one's good either, but let's catch it. In the end of the day, I like these partner researches because you get things that you normally wouldn't see. I mean, like the Bagon and the Alolan Vulpix are kind of common-ish, but the regionals that you normally don't get to see where you live is really cool, and I love that they do that. Though admittedly, almost every single partner research we've done recently has all been locked in Japan, unless you can get a code and then you can just activate it anywhere. But anyways, let's take a look at a 1065. It's all right, a 14, 11, 14, but nonetheless, that is our last encounter for this research. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video, and also let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about these partner researches? Do you think that they're kind of cool? Do you wish that there were more of them in the States? It seems like a lot of them get locked away in Japan, though it makes sense because these companies are a little bit more open to it in Japan than they are in the States. And if you really liked this video and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest this video over here. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.